The Tattersalls August sale justified its newly established position in the calendar in this most unprecedented of years, concluding with an extraordinary clearance rate of 91% and strong trade throughout the 3 days. The highest priced lot on the day was the Richard Hannon consigned Walk in the Sand, a highly rated listed placed 4-year-old who was sold for the sale-topping price of 220,000 guineas. Bidding through the newly developed live internet bidding facility, Ted Vout signed for the top lot, one of 4 purchases that saw him end the day as the sale's leading purchaser, with 4 lots secured for a total of over 650,000 guineas, including the 3 highest priced offerings on the final day.
Well, we actually tried to buy him last year and we couldn't get near him. They didn't want to sell him for much below a figure of £1 million at that time. So we've watched him ever since, and we got lucky today. Footsteps in the Sand work very well in Riyadh, as do Dan Silly's. And Pivotals and Dutch Arts. So that sort of gave us a little bit more impetus to be a bit braver for that.
In addition to Walk in the Sand, Vout also added lot 682 to Nathaniel to his list of purchases. The dual-winning John Gosden-trained son of Nathaniel from the family of champion race mare Finskill Bio was consigned by the sale's leading consigners, the Castlebridge consignment, and reached the second highest price of the day with 185,000 guineas, the winning bid.
Obviously, with Mishrif in John Gosden's yard, would naturally follow a lot of his horses, and George Strawberry's a very good breeder, and this horse looked like he got the distance that we need. He was quite appealing. He's won 3 races. He at a sort of class 5 level, and he looks like he, as an individual, like he's going to improve and strengthen and widen. And we hope in time he's a nice King's Cup horse.
The third and final offering added to the Saudi Arabia-bound draft was the Heath House Stables consigned Tell Me All, a Cheveley Park stud-owned son of Lope de Vega, out of Group 1 winner Confidential Lady, who was knocked down for 180,000 guineas.
I was delighted to get that from Chris from Cheveley Park. They are great friends, and he's a progressive horse with Sir Mark. He's always very kind on his horses, and we hope that we've got plenty of mileage still left on the clock, and that he continues to improve.
Another high-class racing prospect set to head to the Middle East is Swindler, the Ed Walker-trained sprinter last seen finishing 4th in the Stewards' Cup in the colours of his owner breeder Bjorn Nielsen. Sold on the second day of the sale, the gelding was knocked down to Oliver St Lawrence for 150,000 guineas on behalf of the Bahrain-based Tattersalls regular Fawzi Nas.
Well, he's hopefully going to Bahrain as his base. He fits the bill for us. I think he'll go on fast ground, and he likes to run off a strong pace, which we always get in Bahrain. Form-wise and talent-wise, he definitely ticks all the boxes. Obviously, he's got his quirks, but he's also got his talent. So hopefully we'll see the best side of him. I thought he'll make above 100, but obviously we had to fight to get him at 150. So he's at the right price bracket, hopefully. It actually suits us quite nicely to export to the Middle East, because as you know, in September the weather gets better, so that's probably the time when they'll land in Bahrain or Dubai. So the timing is ideal, I think, for us.
The same connections followed up Tuesday's session-topping purchase on Wednesday with the Jare Lions consigned Buffer Zone, a Group 2 placed son of Bated Breath, who was also signed for by Fawzi Nas's racing manager Oliver St Lawrence, this time for 125,000 guineas.
Well, he looks an ideal type for out in the... He's going to be based at Fawzi Nas in Bahrain. He likes firm ground. 6.5 furlongs is ideal for there, and there's a little bit of an eye for us on the Saudi race, which is 6.5 furlongs. So hopefully he might get up to that standard. Well, he's rated 114 by Timeform and 107, I think it is, by the BHA. So I know he's got a few years on the clock, but he seems very sound.
125,000 guineas was the price also paid on the final day by Mick Donoghue of BBA Ireland to purchase lot 718, Vindicate, another winning son of Lope de Vega, this time from Sir Michael Stout's Freemason Lodge draft.
He had plenty of size and scope. He looked the part physically. and he has the pedigree as well. You know, he's by Luke de Vega, who's by Chamberdal, who's done quite well in Saudi Arabia. He likes all weather, and he looks like he's a progressive horse, you know. So, and again, Her Majesty the Queen, who bred and owned this horse, she's able to breed a good one for sure, you know. So that was an added attraction for the guys in Saudi as well, to be honest.
At the conclusion of this newly established sale, Tattersalls marketing director Jimmy George assessed its success.
Well, it's sort of July sale part 2 in August, really, isn't it? It's, inaugural Tattersalls August sale, and it's only taken place because of the extraordinary circumstances that we've all had to endure for the last 4, 5, 6 months or so. And as everybody knows, there have been a lot of changes in the established European sales calendar, sales having to move out of their traditional slots for one reason or another. And that's why this sale was able to take place in the week it has done. And we were able to take advantage of the fact that an established yearling sale had to move to another slot. If that hadn't happened, it might have been a different story, but we were delighted to be able to do so because this sale was staged very much due to public demand and in response to the requirements of vendors in particular, trainers and owners who didn't have enough time to make decisions in order to decide whether to enter the July sale because the season didn't start until June the 1st. So this was in response to public demand and to try and assist people in a difficult time, and it's been fantastic. We've been thrilled with the response in the lead up to the sale. 775 lots catalogued, and I think that tells you how popular it was with the trainers and the owners. They really wanted this sale to take place, and to go with that you need the buyers, and they've shown yet again how much they love sales of this type at Tattersalls. We've had yet another sale with a 90-odd% clearance rate, which even in normal times is pretty noteworthy, but I think under the current circumstances is bordering on the extraordinary and just shows the way that people are happy to adapt and will try to adapt and react to whatever needs to be done to carry on their business in as normal a manner as possible. And we're hugely grateful that everybody's done that, and this is the 6th post-COVID sale, if you want to call them that we've staged at Tattersalls Park Paddocks this year. And yeah, there are hurdles to overcome and things we all have to do, but so does everybody else in every other walk of life, and people seem to be getting used to it, and we're tweaking things and improving things, and hopefully we'll continue to do so in the course of the sales season that we're heading into now. The buyers have embraced the live internet bidding platform that we introduced earlier in the year by necessity, and it's been extraordinary. And overall, more than half the lots that have gone through the ring in the last 3 days have had at least one live internet bid on them, and probably 40-odd% have either been sold or underbid through that medium, which I think tells you that this is an innovation here to stay and that people are finding it an essential part of buying at Tattersalls at the moment.